When I first started writing about sandwiches, I was traveling what is now a well-trodden path, the Wikipedia list of sandwiches. My friends and I started the Sandwich Tribunal website in the summer of 2014 and planned to work our way through that list alphabetically at the pace of 3 sandwiches per month. We thought it was a novel idea. Of course, I soon discovered we were not alone. A brother and sister team started the Tumblr blog Slice Yum Slice in 2013, inspired by the same Wikipedia page. In 2021, Talia Lavin, a freelance journalist and a very talented writer, started a newsletter called The Sword and the Sandwich, alternating articles about the rise of right-wing extremism and some fiction with weekly write-ups of items from the Wikipedia list of sandwiches. And of course on TikTok we have Shandwiches, wherein Kyle reviews sandwiches from the Wikipedia list weekly on Wednesdays. Kyle started a year ago, and I find myself looking forward to seeing those Wednesday Shandwiches. So I'm in pretty good company, and I appreciate the different perspectives we all bring to the same subject. But as long as that Wikipedia list it is not infinite. I finished my own run through it in 2020. These days, I build the list of sandwiches I'm working on from various sources. Online lists, newspaper and magazine articles, suggestions from commenters here and on my site, and of course, with a little help from my friends. Last year, Sandwich Dad started his series on the sandwiches of Canada, and while I was already familiar with some of the subjects, and in fact suggested a few to him myself, others have been completely new to me, such as today's sandwich, the Kubie burger. Kubie burgers, popular in the parklands of Alberta, are made with patties of cold smoked Ukrainian-style garlic sausage. And, as Talia pointed out to me when I chatted with her about the sandwich recently, it makes sense that a Ukrainian sausage caught on in Canada's prairie provinces. The Ukrainian settlers who came to Canada in the 19th and 20th centuries were farmers largely, and they found these temperate, semi-wooded areas on the edge of the prairie, with their long winters and warm summers, similar enough to their homes in the Carpathian foothills to gather there and build new lives. There are, to this day, a number of Ukrainian butchers in the province that sell pre-made Kubie patties for the home cook. Kubie burgers are, to the Ukrainian Canadians of Alberta, what brat burgers are to the German Americans of Wisconsin, something that has evolved from a cultural delicacy into a regional food of convenience. But the Kubie burger, Kubie short for kielbasa, as brat is short for bratwurst, isn't quite as well known outside its province. And you sure as heck can't get any Kubie patties in Illinois. So I made my own, chopping a fatty piece of pork butt coarsely, seasoning it with garlic, salt, garlic, powdered bay leaf, garlic, black pepper, and more garlic, curing it, stuffing it into artificial casings, smoking it, and then slicing it into burger-sized discs, which I served on a grilled hamburger bun along with the usual condiments. And how could it help but be good? The standard American burger toppings are a fairly full set of flavors and textures in themselves. The sweet ketchup, sour and salty pickles, sharp and crisp onions, the pungent yellow mustard, lettuce and tomato in themselves provide further sweet, sour, and bitter flavors as well as a fresh crunch. There's a familiarity to the combination that is comforting, but a universality to it as well. It should come as no surprise that these flavors complement a patty of sausage that is smoky and garlicky, cured very much like a Polish kielbasa, cross-hatched with seared grill marks and oozing with melted cheese. Big thanks go out to Sandwich Dad for making me aware of this sandwich, and to the rest of you, please don't be shy about suggesting any notable regional or local sandwiches you think I might not be aware of. I want to try them all.